Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Gina back again with some more of our Easter story. I brought my story of Easter book again. We started with Jesus riding into Jerusalem on a donkey, and the crowds were waving palm branches and shouting, "Hosanna to our King." Then Jesus had a special meal with his followers, his disciples, and he ate bread and drank juice with them, and he asked them to remember him whenever they ate or drank. Then Jesus knew things were going to get tough, so he went to a garden to pray, and he took 3 of his closest friends and followers with him and asked them to keep watch. But they were so tired, they kept falling asleep. When Jesus went to them a 3rd time, it was too late. There was already a crowd of soldiers coming with one of his followers and friends, Judas, who gave him a kiss on the cheek, and then the soldiers arrested Jesus. Then Pilate, who was a ruler at the time, questioned Jesus and asked him if he was really the Son of God. Pilate finally looked at the people and said, "I don't find anything wrong here." But the people were angry and they didn't like Jesus, and they wanted him punished. So Pilate decided that Jesus would be put to death on a cross like the other criminals of the time. So this is a really hard part of the story for some of us. And you may want to ask your parents some questions after you've read this, and that's okay. Jesus is killed on a cross. Pilate's soldiers took Jesus and put a crown of thorns on his head, and they made fun of him. Then they led Jesus out of the city to a place called Golgotha to be killed on a cross. At 9 o'clock in the morning, the soldiers nailed Jesus to the cross. They also put 2 robbers or criminals beside Jesus, one on the right and one on the left. And it was a dark day. When Jesus was on the cross, the land became dark from noon until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then Jesus died. And when he did, there was a big earthquake. And when the earth shook, the thick curtain in the temple between the holy place and the most holy place, where only the priest could go, the curtain ripped from top to bottom. So now it wasn't just the priest could go there, everyone could see inside. When the soldiers at the cross saw what happened, when Jesus died, they knew he really was the Son of God. Now, I promise you, boys and girls, that is not the end of the story. We have 2 more days for the story to hear. So we'll see you next time, and the story will get better.